Okay, prepare to swoon or die from envy. Hey, hey. So seeing me can only mean one thing. It's time for mail. And I got a nice deck. So the first one, it is a Journey to the Center of the Earth postcard. This one has a T-Rex on it. And I have to say that movie still holds up. Even the effects hold up, whether you're watching it with the glasses or not. All right, next one. Okay. Johnny Depp all the way. He was gorgeous in 21 Jump Street. January 2011, Vanity Fair. And Brendan's giving 3 prompts to give certain expressions. So the first prompt, second, third. The first one says, you're a factory foreman with $200 riding on the game. Watching your team's place kicker muff a 23-yarder with 1 second remaining. The second one is, huh? I don't really understand this one. I'll just show you. This one's great. Okay, number 3. You're in the back row of 6th grade health class, exulting with your pal in the fact that your female teacher just uttered the word penis. Oh my gosh. After this shoot was done, the photographer felt a little bold and felt that Brendan would be game for anything, so he gave him a prompt to be his autistic son. And let me tell you, those photos will make you cry. Those photos are incredible, touching, but tragic. But Brendan, as always, gets into character, and for him to be in the character of his son, wow. That's something else, and I thought that was gonna be in here, and I'm surprised it's not in here because that was more interesting than this. So the next one is huge. I have no idea what it is, but I do appreciate when they put them in boxes. When they send them in a box, there's no way that this is gonna bend. It's an interesting way to mail this. This is George of the Jungle press kit. We got a folder here with the scene from George of the Jungle. Hi, Brendan looking cute as ever. Inside we have oh, and a contact. We have the cover letter that went out to the press, dated July 2nd, 1997. These are just so cool. It's like a time capsule. I love collecting them. It makes me very happy. I haven't started to regret it yet. Enclosed, please find press materials on behalf of Walt Disney Pictures' new release, George of the Jungle, opening nationwide on Friday, July 11th, 1997. The irresistibly charming George of the Jungle, Brendan Fraser, debuts on the silver screen after his legacy as a 60s cartoon hero. The rollicking, live-action epic, complete with the immortal hit theme song, swings from comedy to action to adventure to drama to romance with a sharp blend of humor, slapsticks, dazzling special effects, social satire, and larger-than-life jungle adventure. It runs 92 minutes and is PG. Oh, booklet. With quite a few, oh, with pictures inside too. Here's the booklet. I love how it has his name, like top billing. Boom. He deserves it. Inside has the casts and technical credits. It looks like a playbill, if you've ever seen a playbill that has, or any kind of play publication. Just has everybody who was involved. And then they have about the cast. And here we have a lovely Brendan. Right beside him, Leslie Mann. What you guys probably heard, she had a huge crush on him. Oof, Brendan's fine. Brendan Fraser, George, is one of the finest actors of his generation and is equally at home on the stage and on the screen. The Seattle native acquired a wealth of adventures as a young boy growing up as a member of a globe-trotting family traveling between Canada and Europe. After graduating from high school in Toronto, Brendan attended Seattle's Cornish College of the Arts Actors Conservatory. With an emphasis on physical performance, he graduated with a BFA in acting. On stage, Fraser was recently seen in Four Dogs and a Bone at the Geffen Playhouse in Los Angeles. For television, he recently starred in Showtime's Twilight of the Golds, teaming him with Faye Dunaway. Among his recent film work are starring roles in Mrs. Winterbourne with Shirley MacLaine and Ricky Lake, and Still Breathing, directed by Jim Robinson. He will soon be filming a still untitled feature with Sir Ian McKellen and Lynn Redgrave based on the Christopher Bram novel, The Father of Frankenstein. What movie is that? Gods and Monsters. Cool. I love little things like that, little like working titles. And then here is a stack of photos. They usually come with 10. I've got my gloves on so I don't get fingerprints all of these puppies. So these are stills from the movie. So they're also numbered. And I noticed that number 2 is missing. This is number 3. Aren't these gorgeous? And they have such fine detail in them. I have to say, these are some of the best quality out of the ones I've seen. My favorite are Gods and Monsters, but this is a close second. It's not tied because I would say Gods and Monsters have more, they're more artistic. These are just frames from the movie. Sorry, there's reflection on them. Okay. Oh, this is cute. That's adorable. Brendan whispering in the monkey's ear. Classic. So a lot of these I actually didn't have. There are some missing in there, but I think I can make it up with the ones I have. And I can put them all in this cute folder now. So yay, I'm happy about this. This next one, I do know what it is because it's from Germany. And I only recently ordered one thing from Germany. I'm happy about this, but I have a feeling half of you will not be. Maybe even 3/4 of you will not be. I found some lovely cards from Younger and Younger. I got these because I have been desperately looking for anything of Winston Younger, Brendan's character. They're gorgeous. Whoa. Donald Sutherland, who kind of grew on me too a little bit. He's pathetic by the end, and he gets his just desserts for being a cheating bastard. I'm gonna skip the next 2 because we don't want to see him being a pervert. That was like the worst part of the movie, was seeing him like grind up on people. Mom and Dad. Oh, and here we go. This is the only one with Brendan. There he is as Winston. The colors are more crisp in person. I don't have the best lighting here today. I have to say, for some reason, Germany is, or in that region, is the only place I can find Younger and Younger stuff. Next one. This one is from Canada. Oh, okay. June 99 movie line with a mummy Brendan on the front. Is he not Oh my gosh. So. Oh my lord. Brendan Fraser, Mummy's Dearest. Gloves. Oh, his smile is my favorite. There was a mild surprise a few years back when the serious boy from School Ties turned into the lovable goof of Encino Man. Nobody guessed the same goof would turn George of the Jungle into a major hit. More than a few draws dropped when this guy held his own with Ian McKellen in Gods and Monsters. And now Brendan Fraser is starring in two high-profile movies, The Mummy and Dudley Do-Right. This guy's so busy all the time. My God. Oh my. Hello. Hello. Okay, there we go. And ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is where it's from. Okay, I've seen this picture before on Pinterest. On the sides, they have little scenes from all of his movies. This is a good one of Clay. He looks so different in everything, right? I'm liking the questions they ask. What was Alicia Silverstone like? She has an uncanny ability, which I envy, to get to the point. She's like a dowling stick in that way. Sometimes I'd just start talking about things on my mind in her presence, and she'd hand me the answer like it was a piece of popcorn. She has an ability, almost in the same way Ian has, to listen very well. She takes the information in, and you can see the changes happen behind her eyes. She has big green eyes that are pretty to look at. I would die if he said that about me. Did you suffer through any hazing rituals? Answer. I was pulled from my bed when I was 13 and thrown into the trunk of a car, then tied to playground equipment with a pillowcase over my head. They ripped my pajama top off and tried to rip the bottom off, but I kicked some guy in the head. Firecrackers were thrown at me. Horrible. The car took off and I realized that I was tied up by the local girls' school. When I got loose, I ran back to the dormitory and the nice guys, they gave me the house tie. I got made. Okay, I guess the house tie means you're in. That's horrible. Alec Kishishian, who directed you in With Honor, said you're an egoless actor. Is there such a thing? No. I think he was expecting his actors to throw temper tantrums if they didn't get their way. That's because the film he did before With Honors was Madonna's Truth or Dare. Parker Posey described you as a little kid in a man's body. So cute. I accept that from Parker. She's like a tiny little bird with crisp intelligence. Sherry Lansing, who was producer for School Ties, said, you combine incredible looks and sexiness and vulnerability with serious talent. Yeah. How do you keep such praise from going to your head? And he says, you can siphon the benefit. It's going to make you feel good and confident, and that's what you need to be at your best when you're acting in films. Okay. We're finding this out at the same time. I haven't read this in advance. An odd film you made that came and went was Philip Ridley's The Passion of Darkly Noon with Ashley Judd. Was it ever released? Brendan says, it got released in film festivals in Germany. It's a dark fable. Fable, that's the word. It's a dark fable about religious persecution. You can get it on video. Interesting. Darkly Noon never came out here. Only in Germany at a film festival, so nobody saw this. Next question. Were you at all attracted to Ashley? And he says, no, I was in love with Afton. Good man. And I believe him. Brendan he has a way with words. I love it. Okay, prepare to swoon or die from envy. Let's see. Question. Are you thinking about children? Answer. Right now, we're more interested in the collaborative process of children than in the result. Soft laughter. But one happy day, yeah. Question. Has marriage changed you at all? It's made me a much happier man. It's allowed me to feel a sense of calm, optimism. My 20s were such a grinding storm of effort. I use them to set myself up for my 30s. At least that's what I was telling myself. To pass through a threshold of having very authentic relationship with my best friend, my lover, my wife, just makes me feel stronger. No matter what happens, it's going to be cool. He loves The Far Side, which is the cartoons from Gary Larson, which I grew up reading. I love. Oh my goodness. Okay, Quint, you're gonna die. Who would you say is the actor of your generation? And Brendan responds, is Nick Cage my generation? I admire his career very, very much. That's who I'd say. Nick Cage. That's so funny because in my last video, the seller put in a Nick Cage GQ. So it just comes right around. Brendan is amazing. I'm sorry. Okay, question. Why won't you talk about religion or money? Answer. They have too much to do with each other. It's deep. What would you like on your tombstone? I'd like the marker to be clean and simple and granite, and I'd like my birthday and my name spelled correctly for a change. This was amazing. This interview was not afraid to go there. I like that. It's a nice expression. What could it be? The lighting is not good for this because there's tons of reflection, but it is an autograph. This is as good as it's gonna get right now. This is not the typical defined, legible autograph that Brendan signs where you can see his name and the F is backwards, but this one is not the worst either. So I'm gonna say this is like a mid-tier. This is like a mid-tier autograph. It's still cute, but it's not the best. And it wasn't expensive at all. And I love the blue ink. This is the last one. All right, so it is a magazine. Inkheart era Starlog magazine. It says Waiting for Watchmen. Watchmen is another great movie. Oh, there's a huge thing on Harry Potter too. But it has an article on Inkheart, 5 pages. It doesn't really have much of Brendan. It's focused on the story itself. In a sense, that makes it disappointing. I feel like they used Brendan to sell the magazine, and it was misleading because they don't really talk to him that much. He says like 1 or 2 things about his character. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the show and tell. I'll see you on the next one, which won't be too far away because there's always shipments coming. Anyway, bye.